Kia ora, tēnā koutou katoa. The following footage is about my daughter Rena, Savage, who was born in March 28, 1977. She's our eldest child. Her dad is John Savage, the eldest of 6 siblings. We always looked at Rena as a special child because in those days we didn't know what a disability was. She grew up as our special child, just someone who was a bit slow, who needed someone to wait for her, that's all. Rena left us and became independent in the year, when she was 25, she left us and she moved into her own house, which we were very proud of. She also became very involved in a lot of groups, such as the BE group, the local area coordinators group. The main footage comes from her presentation that she did with them in August 2011. Nobody could be prouder of our daughter than we are. And she still sits with us. She passed away in 2012, March the 10th, 18 days short of her 35th birthday. And we still feel it now, but we're really, really proud of the fact that Rena's work is still continuing to this day, that what she had to share is being shared around with a lot of other people, not just the disabled people, but the people who look after them, the caregivers, coordinators. We're so proud of that. She left a legacy. Hence, that's why we are doing the filming, so that we can pass this legacy on to others.
Morena kia koutou. I just want to let you in on quite private parts of my world as a person with a disability, but also as a Māori woman who's proud to sit here in front of all of you and share my life, especially when for a lot of people with disabilities, they don't feel comfortable doing that. It's just a short presentation into my world and what I experience both on a daily basis, but my journey thus far. Tēnei te hōkai nei taki tapu wai, ko te hōkai nuku, ko te hōkai rangi, ko te hōkai o tō tūpuna, a tāne nui a rangi. I pikiti ai ki te rangi tūhaha ki te tihi o mānono. I roko hina tura ko Yamatua kore anake. I riro i haina ke te o te wānana. Ko te ke te tuauri, ko te ke te tuatea, ko te ke te aroni. Ka tiritiri a, ka paupaua. Kia papatu anu ki te whaia, ki te ao marama e, ti hei mauri ora. I sneeze and there is life. Welcome to my world. This is my whānau. Mā tātua te wakaterai o ko hi te maunga o hine matoro te ua Ngāti awa me te whānau apanui hoki o ki iwi ki te taho tōku pāpā. Ki te taho tōku māma ko nei tūhoi whānui. Ko tōku ina ko Rena Hinehau Savage. This is my whānau. On my mum's side, I am of Tūhoi descent. On my dad, I am Ngāti awa and te whānau apanui. I'm the eldest of 6 children. And those are my brothers and sisters and my nieces and nephews. I have I have 4 nephews and 2 nieces and 1 on the way shortly, next month actually. We have 2 whāngai in our family, two adoptive children, my sisters, 1 from each side of the whānau. My journey in terms of being the eldest, the mātāmua of my family, means that I still have the responsibility of nurturing and of ensuring that my younger brothers and sisters grow up and be the best that they can be, to ensure that their potential is reached, regardless of the fact that I have a disability. My parents told me that they wouldn't take no for an answer. So I was mainstreamed. I was fully mainstreamed into a mainstream schools. And so they're my biggest fans, and it's because of them that I am here today doing what I'm doing. I have a passion for whānau, for my whānau, and I have a passion for being who I am. And what you get, what you see is what you get, and take it or leave it. Yes, I have two brothers. One's in the Navy and one's an electrician. My sister's a stay-at-home mum at this time. My other sister's in the Navy as well, and the youngest, who is 17, is pretty much my baby. I brought her up, and she is so the baby. She's still at school, and she wants to be a medical lawyer. So yeah, that's her up in that top left-hand corner. We've all got Māori first names. Dad insisted on that. So yeah, my name means newborn baby girl. Rena, hineho. So yeah, that's my whānau. And my mum is actually over in Switzerland at the moment teaching karakia. When Ruth asked me to do this, she also wanted me to tell you a bit about my journey in terms of it hasn't always been brilliant, and it's still not brilliant at times. To a lot of you, I might seem very outwardly loud, and that's okay, because what you see isn't always what you get. I was trying to find an illustration that would probably illustrate it a bit better in terms of not just adding words. I'm part of Be Leadership, which is a program that 20 of us were selected for from around the country, and it's about talking about social change. Out of 70, I made it to the top 20, and I'm the only one from the Bay of Plenty, actually. There's 1 from Christchurch, 3 from Wellington, and the rest are in Auckland. So big ups for the Bay of Plenty. Yeah. And so with that, I carry that mantle, and so we've got people with all sorts of impairments, and the new buzzword at the moment around Be Leadership is unique ability versus disability, as opposed to disability, sorry. So yeah, my unique ability being me. So I'm on that journey as well. However, going back to the photo, we all had to do a bit of a creative outlet. And so we all had to bring a symbol of creativity to the Be Leadership program in the weekend. This is my photo. And just to talk about my photo, I guess it really sums up my journey. You only see half of me on that picture, and the reason you only see half of me is because we only show half of ourselves, really. We don't show our whole self. You see me with a smiling face, but there are times when the other side of me is just tired of the fight, of the journey, and wondering where I'm going to get the strength from to keep going. And I do, and I don't know how. Just leave it up to universe, to God, and I keep going. But I think that's a real poignant thing for me to have half of my face up there and not the whole of me, because it also leaves the element of a bit of an enigma as to the rest of me. This was taken in my backyard, and so when I did some work on it, we put it in black and white, and then what I did was I put the light through it. And funny enough, it's going through my face, which I think is quite awesome. But the reason I put the light through is because the light represents for me the light into being, the light of me hanging on to the good things that are happening in my life at this time, even when it's not so rosy, because life isn't always rosy. What else? Oh, my pounamu, which I'm wearing today. My pounamu represents all the good things, like the real good things, my whānau, those things those people who continue to believe in me, even when I don't believe in me at times, and I lose faith even for a little bit. They're the ones who have gone, you can do it, even if you don't think you can. And it's centred, which I didn't personally do that. It was just like it happened that way. You know, things are meant to happen for a reason. So it's centred because that's what keeps me centred, my whānau. Purpose. We all need a purpose for being, a purpose for living, a purpose for getting up in the morning, a purpose for existing, you know, we do. Choice. Something that a lot of people with disabilities have limits to in terms of making choices, and it could be something as simple as what they can have for breakfast, what time they get up. A lot of it's dictated to them, not through any fault of their own, but it happens. Control. This is a big one for me. I've got to keep control of whatever I can keep control of, even if it's this big. You need control. Everyone needs some sort of control. And I'm not talking about being control freaks. I'm just talking about being in control. Support. Big one. Support of my whānau. Support from my paid support. Support from you fellas. From all of you. Support. So with all those, purpose, choice, control, support, equals. What do you think it equals? A good life for me. With all those, that's what a good life is. That's how my good life comes about. Not to say that it's there yet, but we're working on it. And I'm not going to give up until I get that good life. It's a lot better than it was. Yeah. I just want to go back, because I've just remembered something that Ruth said. I just want to go back and give you a little bit of what my good life wasn't. Or what wasn't a good life, sorry. And that is more about, I spent from 2003 to 2008 in a residential care facility for aged care. And it happens. I got very medically unwell, and there wasn't anywhere else for me to go. I could have gone home, but who, as a young adult, really wants to go back to the nest after leaving home? And yeah. And so I spent day in, day out there. I made my life